Hi guys. It's late. It's about 9:30, 9:35 on the West Coast here, and I don't feel great. I'm fighting something, so please excuse my voice. But there was something I wanted to bring your attention to, and I think it's something to be noticed and appreciated. This is the statement issued by then President Joe Biden the day of the terrible Butler, Pennsylvania incident. I think we all know what we're talking about. I'm going to block out some words because I don't want this video to get flagged. But President Biden said, "I'm grateful to hear that he's safe and doing well. I'm praying for him and his family and for all those who are at the rally as we await further information. Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. There's no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it." Right? And that was July 13th. That was the day of the incident. The very next day, at a presser at the White House, he says, "There's no place in America for this kind of violence." The president said, "It's sick. It's sick. That's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this." The president said Trump's rally should have been able to take place peacefully, quote, "without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of." And that was the day after the Butler incident. And this is the first time then candidate Harris made a public appearance since the incident. Obviously, she wasn't going to go campaigning while all this was happening in our country. So this is her first remarks on it on July 17th. Vice President Harris condemns the attempt on former President Trump's life at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on June 13, calling it a heinous, horrible, and cowardly act. The vice president says no one should have to fear for the safety of a loved one because they serve in public office. So that was a few days later. So, and this is what I think is important to realize. This is the statement that now President Trump has issued regarding the blatant attack on Governor Josh Shapiro's family at their residence. Uh, yeah, he hasn't said a word. They've already arrested the guy they think did it. Not a word from the White House. Speaks volumes.